going to take all the sources to manufacture androgenic hormones. That's your testosterone, estrogen, etc., growth hormone. That's the basis that the body needs to create those hormones that are going to catapult you into getting leaner, stronger, faster, and perhaps even meaner.
So ultimately, think of blood sugar regulation very, very valuable when it comes to having a good abdominal wall. Number two, I just want to brush up on the media and all the magazines and all that stuff. When you come in and you see these beautiful people, they always have a ripped abdominals, they'll look always good.
Not true.
You know, guys, I understand it looks excellent, but let's be honest. Even people within the media industry admit that most of this stuff is fake in many ways and forms. It's airbrushed,
photoshopped to death.
Photoshopped, and ultimately models do not look like that all the time.
Especially males and females. You're absolutely right, Aaron. Males and females that you see them in magazines and they look ripped. Guess what? There's gonna be people, and I know a few of them, that they're lean and pretty much ripped, shredded.
They're just naturally
all year round.
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm not like that. And
neither do I.
I'm not like that. As you will know, in the years that I competed, I was really, really lean. I competed in natural bodybuilding competition. Guess what? After the show, you want me to tell you how long those ripped abdominals lasted for? For about 4 days. Because once you start eating back to normal and you're not starving yourself to death and doing more cardio than a treadmill itself, they're gonna go away, because it's not in my nature to be a very lean person. Nor was my father, although he was a lot leaner than I was. Nor is my brother, and a lot of people in my family were not very lean. We tend to be, heavy, a lot of muscle, relative, of course, to our nature, but we're not very lean people. I have other friends that they have incredible looking bodies, and they're ripped all year round, but that's not my genetics. So I have to play with what I have. Then you have to be realistic. How many people can have bodies like that? Only a few gifted ones, and that's it. And everybody else has to work their tail off to stay lean. But working your tail off, to stay lean is only healthy to a degree, because the minute it starts taking away your capacity to enjoy life, then it's not worth it.
Exactly.
You don't. Nowadays, we don't have to walk around with that shield, to threaten other people.
All you gotta have is an expensive car. A good suit.
Yes. Yeah.
Expensive pen.
Right. Absolutely.
Another point I forgot. I think it's very important. Male and female is a vast, huge difference. We're designed to do different things on this planet. As a male, I don't have to give birth. The female generally should.
Or could.
Yeah? So the design is to have babies.
Yes.
Females tend to have more body fat. It's a whole lot more natural for a female to have a ripped six-pack than for a male. Not only that, it's a lot harder for a female to have it in general.
You have to drop to a certain percentage of body fat to have your abdominals show up really well, like almost contest level, if that's what you want. So for a female, that means that she will have to go below 12, 10, 11% body fat. Well, guess what? Once they drop below 14% body fat, on the average, of course, there's going to be certain people that don't. Female will experience something that's called amenorrhea. They lose their periods. That means that nature has taken a turn on you, and you're no longer a specimen that's healthy enough to be able to reproduce. Nature does not lie, right? So a woman, it was designed to have more body fat. Look back in history. Unless you were working your butt off in the fields or having like really, really hard work to do, females were heavier. For one specific reason, because you have to realize that we are the survivals of the strongest people that ever lived in this planet. And those people have to endure all kinds of difficulties. Now, if you go back in history, let's say that we go back 5 to 7 to 10,000 years ago. If you had any type of famine going through the area you are, because due to inclement weather or the herds move away and they were too far away, your nomadic trips were not taking you as far as where the herds were. But guess what? If that woman was pregnant and she didn't have enough body fat in her to be able to sustain herself and the baby inside of her, guess what? That was 2 people that died, not 1.
Exactly.
So by nature, we are designed, females especially, to have body fat. Not to be lean, not to be ripped. I mean, do I have anything against that? No, I don't. Everybody's, should be able to do with their body, so long they respect it, like, the temple that is, they should do whatever it pleases them. But when they ask us questions, we just tell it as it is, because we have no reason to lie. Exactly. If you like what we have to tell you, listen. If you don't like it, turn it off. We'll be fine. We'll miss you, but...
that's all I wanted to say.
Well, that's all I wanted to say too.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Think about that. Take care.